Clue: Meri Brown's business in big trouble. Is there a clue that Sister Wives star Meri Brown's business is in big trouble? The former first wife of Kody Brown has several businesses that she is very dedicated to. Yet, is one of them struggling and on the verge of failure? Keep reading for more details on what could possibly be going wrong. Clue: Meri Brown's business in big trouble. Meri Brown started on Sister Wives with a part-time job which she lost when the family went public with their lifestyle. She then helped Robin Brown with My Sister Wife's Closet, which Kody Brown called more of a hobby. For the OG3, it was not something that brought in much of a profit or a business they cared much for. Yanelle Brown had always worked full-time, and that was when she thrived. Upon moving to Las Vegas, she and Christine Brown Woolley obtained their real estate licenses. Therefore, that was where Yanelle wanted to put her effort. She needed to put food on her table and needed a solid income, which is what she believed real estate was. Christine could not be as invested because it would require her to be away from her children. As time went by, she got involved in MLMs, as did Meri. They found them to be fruitful businesses they could do from home, with Yanelle eventually joining in. The money Meri made enabled her to buy her B&B, and the OG3 made enough to live freely. Meri has since expanded her brands, one being Worthy Up. But is it going belly up? It is a motivational company that empowers Meri Brown's community of followers. Unfortunately, it comes at a very high cost. The cheapest is $30 per month, the middle is $500 per year, and the top tier is $800 per year. This is not attainable for those who want motivation and to connect with a like-minded community. A Reddit thread was started as Sister Wives fans noticed that its private Facebook group was dwindling, hinting the company may be in major trouble. Public versus private. Now, this is just the private Worthy Up group, whereas the public one has 37K followers. Therefore, it appears that Meri Brown's motivational company is doing just fine. Did Sister Wives fans see any red flags, or did they need more proof? I'm shocked that she thinks she's a good person to go to for advice. And if I needed advice, why would I pay so much for someone with no education and training? I agree that this is another poorly thought out business idea. I cannot imagine paying for advice from a woman still after everything cut the quilt to please Kody. I think the issue is that she genuinely hasn't really done the work herself. Some suggested Meri should go to business school so she can learn what to do properly. She has already struggled with her overpriced B&B retreats. Now, she is failing likely because this is an overpriced endeavor. Time will tell if it will be profitable or be a failed adventure. Sister Wives fans cannot respect Kody Brown anymore after his cruel treatment of his minor daughter, Truly Brown. They have noticed the way he and Robin broke the little girl's heart. The TLC star was never kind to the old kids of the family. Christine took Truly with her after her split with her polygamist husband. Kody didn't have to pay child support for his minor child because he didn't have his name on her birth certificate. Christine's breakup was hard on her children. But they already knew that it would happen at any time. However, Truly was the one who suffered the most. She had to deal with the messed up dynamics at a young age. Now, fans have spotted Kody not treating his youngest daughter right. What did Kody do? Why was he so cruel to Truly? How did the little girl face everything? Christine sued Kody to fight for Truly's rights. Christine Brown waited for things to settle down after her split with Kody Brown. She knew that her husband was running from his duties as a father. The TLC star took time to find a new partner and settle down. Fortunately, Truly also has a father figure in the form of David Woolley. However, Christine decided to fight for her minor girl's rights. She filed a petition to prove Kody's paternity in court so he could have visitation schedules and pay child support. The TLC star wanted to include his name on their daughter's birth certificate. Moreover, Christine has been able to make Kody take a paternity test. Fans have been waiting to get more details on the court battle of the exes. TLC viewers are heartbroken to see Kody's cruelty towards his little daughter on the show. Fans slam Kody for poor behavior with Truly. Sister Wives star Kody Brown has changed completely since his fourth marriage. Over the years, fans of the series have noticed his favoritism towards Robin and her children. They always feel bad for Truly Brown for not receiving the same love from her dad during her childhood. Recently, a fan rewatched an old episode and noticed Cody's cruel behavior with Truly during COVID-19. In it, Christine and her other daughters visited Cody and Robin's home and interacted with them at a distance. The couple stood at their main entrance with their kids to talk to them. Hence, Truly asked her dad if she could play with Ari and the other girls. Sadly, Cody and the girls turned down Truly's request. A Redditor shared the clip to point out how horrible he was with his minor daughter. The fan was upset that Cody didn't even hug his daughter and turned down her request while holding Ari in his lap. Several fans reacted to Cody's terrible behavior. One fan said, "It's like they are complete strangers and Cody barely knows Christine and his kids." Why wasn't Meri Brown trusted with Coyote Pass? Sister Wives Season 19 has discussed how Meri Brown got the short end of the stick when Cody Brown was dividing up Coyote Pass. Mainly, it was a big source of contention that she couldn't have certain plots. When Christine Brown Woolley sold her portion, Meri had a much smaller legal claim to the land. What was the reason Yanel, Christine, Robin, and Cody Brown didn't trust Meri with Coyote Pass? Sister Wives discusses tricky situations. During Sister Wives Season 19, the legal divorce between Cody and Meri Brown was a big discussion. For instance, it brought out that Christine Brown Woolley believed Robin had been plotting a takeover for years. Likewise, it showed Yanel Brown's confusion with Meri abandoning the legal wife position. Admittedly, Yanel thought Meri was trustworthy enough to fairly care for her, Christine, and Robin in the event something happened to Cody. However, she also showed her cards when she wasn't sure Robin would be as trustworthy. But fans remember that Meri's section of land with Coyote Pass was a sore subject because of the lack of trust from her sister wives. Undoubtedly, Coyote Pass was a tricky situation with many factors, but Meri didn't exactly get a good deal in the end. Why wasn't Meri Brown trusted with Coyote Pass? In the latest episode, Cody Brown admits they all rewrite the past. With that in mind, was Meri Brown trustworthy or not? On Reddit, Sister Wives fans discuss how Meri was trustworthy in some matters, but not with Coyote Pass. First, a user says, Meri was trusted enough to be the legal wife but not to have the pond on CP. Then, they claim, another rewriting of history, the family was okay with Meri having the legal wife title, because they thought she would be fair if I am remembering Yanel correctly, but not okay with having the pond access only on her Coyote Pass lot. Of course, a legal title could cause so much more damage to the family's assets than sometimes not allowing people to access a pond. The characters all seem to rewrite history, but let's not forget, distrust and uncertainty were ingrained in these relationships, perhaps from the start. But who can blame them? Another fan explains, these are two very different things. She's absolutely on board with income and non-tangible resources being split evenly among the wives. When it comes to actually sharing physical space, for the most part, she wants her own private space. She will share her space on her terms, i.e. by invitation only. She is the type that would most likely not want a bunch of screaming kids in her backyard every day. She's not the type that can go with the flow of non-stop chaos of kids everywhere, in and out, touching her stuff, on her property. A fan explains their takeaway about Meri Brown and Coyote Pass. Reddit. Meri Brown had many rules. But some Sister Wives fans remember that Meri Brown didn't want Christine and Yanel Brown to use her entrance to the house in Lehi, Utah. Believe that Meri and Cody's bedroom was next to the hallway the kids used, so that could be an issue with noise, privacy, and when she had to be at work. Looking at photos of the back of the house, it wasn't far from Yanel's to Christine's. That's a good explanation. I suspect their apprehension with the pond goes back to not letting Yanel's kids go through her section of the house to get to Christine's in the basement. Her sister wives lost faith in her over time. Seemingly, Sister Wives points out that Meri Brown was far more trustworthy as a legal wife than Robin was in Christine and Yanel's eyes. However, there were trust issues nonetheless. I think the loss of trust stems from the catfishing and then Meri choosing to buy the B&B. She sort of did it to herself because after the she kept talking about how one day she might just get up and leave. The original poster adds, I think this is a great point. I felt like Yanel was rewriting history, and said that to shame Robin, in recent episodes, but the catfishing did happen in between the events, so the retelling could actually be true, It's interesting that whatever issues existed because Meri, Yanel, and Christine, that both Yanel and Christine knew that Meri would be fair. Meri wasn't money hungry and was committed to the entire family. So they knew that if something happened to Cody, that Meri would do the right thing by all of them. Yanel, especially, was concerned about the dynamic changing when Robin became the legal wife. She was concerned about Cody and Robin riding off into the sunset together. Princess's Robin Brown gets her way again, clip. It's absolutely no secret that Robin Brown is Cody's favorite wife, no matter how frequently the two deny it. It's become abundantly clear to viewers that Robin exerts a tremendous amount of control and influence over Cody's decisions. She's ramped up her manipulation tactics in recent years, but old clips leave fans to believe she's always been this way. See what viewers are buzzing about online. Sister Wives fans point out Robin Brown always gets what she wants. This season, fans have watched Robin come to grips with the fact she can't get her way when it comes to the plural family unit. She frequently resorts to tears, annoying viewers. In past seasons, she always managed to get her way, no matter what. All the kids moved around a lot, but Robin gets her way, a viewer recently posted on Reddit. We all decided that Robin needed to be the first person to get a house, Meri shares in a clip from the show's early days. My kids have moved around a lot, so we wanted to get them in a home and settle as quickly as possible, Robin adds. I found this one neighborhood, the good school district they wanted, the family's real estate agent says in her own confessional. There were a few houses for rent in a small area, so we just drove around until we found something Robin liked. The rest of the clip features Yanel, Christine, and some of their children discussing how difficult the Las Vegas move has been for them. Their rentals were half an hour away from the school, which made it incredibly difficult for them to get all the kids out the door and to school on time. Angry viewers sound off in the comments. Most other viewers agreed this clip proved Robin Brown always gets her way. But on top of that, it also proves the other family members sincerely did care and welcome her into the family. Other Redditors left comments including, "Can someone finally show all of this *T to Robin and remind her of how everyone went above and beyond to make her and her kids a priority? And please follow up with every time she's lied about how they didn't, and show those girls too since they seem to have been brainwashed. I don't think Robin knew how much the OGs had moved. I remember around the time of the Flagstaff move Robin's head looked like it was going to explode when the OG3 started taking about how many times they had moved. This is despicable. Princess Robin gets what she wants again. The Brown family is a lot of things, but they made sure when Robin and her kids first entered the family that they were comfortable and welcomed. This is just one moment where they really went out of their way and put their needs aside to ensure they felt important. It's just so crazy to see Robin and her spawn villainize the family's treatment of them years later." When Garrison Brown debuted a bold new look during Yanel Brown's touching family gathering. Garrison Brown tragically died by suicide in March at the age of 25. Yanel Brown gave Sister Wives fans an intimate glimpse into her Thanksgiving celebration in 2023, one that also happened to be a surprising transformation for her late son, Garrison. In the old post, Yanel shared some sweet Instagram moments from the festive day that she hosted for her Flagstaff tribe, including her daughter Savannah, Garrison, and even some of her son Gabe's roommates. But the dramatic new look of a completely shaved head really came as a surprise for fans. Thanksgiving dinner for my Flagstaff tribe with the bonus of Gabe's roommates. Before you ask, yes, that is Robert on the left. He shaved his head a week or so ago, and it's growing back, she wrote. The change was so drastic that even longtime followers noted how unrecognizable he looked compared to his previous public appearances. Yanel made her Thanksgiving full of surprising looks, yet also full of joy in creating meaningful moments with her family. In her post, she opened up on how hosting this gathering actually felt grounding and comforting amid all the struggles that are going on in the family. It was incredibly grounding today to cook for the group. I watched the Macy's parade, cooked, baked, and just hung out today. Everyone has left now, and Savannah and I are relaxing. It was a great day, she told The Sun. The Thanksgiving celebration stood out as a rare moment of peace for the Brown family, whose relationships have been heavily strained, particularly between Cody Brown and his sons, Garrison and Gabe. During the pandemic, tensions flared, with the late Garrison openly criticizing his father. "Since I last talked to Dad, I bought a house, I've gotten into school and I got the car that I wanted, that he told me I should never get," Garrison previously shared on Sister Wives before his tragic passing away. Cody, too, admitted the estrangement between him and the others but added that his efforts to patch things up were being opposed. "I've reached out to Garrison and Gabriel. I reached out to them just before Christmas and I reached out to them after. No, they're blocking me. They're not interested in talking to me," Cody said on the show. Despite his contentious relationship with his late son Garrison, Cody revealed a deep regret of not spending as much time as he could with him before the young man tragically took his own life in March. In a conversation with People, Cody spoke candidly about heartbreak and regret over moments that he wished he had cherished. "The only regret is just taking advantage of the time," he told. "I want to go out to dinner again. I want to sit down. I want to have a beer. I want Garrison to try and make me laugh because he was that way. The only regret is just, gosh, I would just do that more often." Garrison Brown passed away by suicide on March 5, 2024, after he was found deceased by his younger brother Gabriel inside his Arizona home. According to Yanelle, there were no overt warning signs leading up to his death, and she described him as a funny, upbeat young man who was excited about his career and life. He had recently adopted another cat and often called his family, making his death even more shocking. Yanelle has said she believes substance abuse may have contributed to Garrison's mental health issues, but has made it clear that he did have resources, support, and love from the family, that we just had no idea that he was in that place, Yanelle told People after his shocking death. But he didn't ever express any kind of extreme sad feelings. She admitted he was fighting demons inside him that he was unable to overcome, but nobody in the family expected he'd take his own life. "We actually were having conversations. He had all the resources that he could have needed. This was just such a shock. We just never expected this." Over the course of 19 seasons on TLC, Sister Wives fans have heavily criticized Cody Brown's parenting skills. While he boasted about being a dedicated family man in the beginning, fans could clearly see that wasn't the case at all. As of season 19, he has virtually no relationship with most of his children. Instead, he pours all his time and attention into Robin's kids. Even though viewers clearly see the problems with his parenting style, Cody Brown seems incredibly proud of the family he raised with Robin. See what he posted on social media and why he considers himself a warrior father. Cody Brown flexes his parenting skills, claims he's a warrior. It's no secret that reality star Cody Brown has an incredibly high opinion of himself. For years, fans have labeled him attention-seeking and narcissistic. But now, he might be taking things to a brand new level. "What even is this?" an annoyed Sister Wives viewer posted on Reddit. "Forgot I followed him years ago and just a notification for this. I'm behind a couple of seasons. Is Grody a warrior?" They shared a screenshot from his X account. Cody wrote, "Warrior fathers are good fathers," with an attachment to a short Jordan B. Peterson video. But the video thumbnail really caught Redditors' attention. It features artwork of a tattooed warrior tightly holding a little girl. Fans quickly realized that this is precisely how Cody Brown views himself, without a shadow of a doubt. Other Reddit users rolled their eyes, insisting Cody Brown was delusional if that was how he truly saw himself. However, some noted that it was also interesting he was returning to X after such a prolonged absence. Comments included Christine's comment about how he wishes